let us start by reading this sentence. My mother will buy me a bicycle if I get good grades. Now, if you read this sentence carefully, you will realize that this part of the sentence, if I get good grades, has to be fulfilled for something to happen. So, this part of the sentence is a condition. So, what is the condition? If I get good grades. Now, what will happen if the condition is fulfilled? My mother will buy me a bicycle. So, this part of the sentence is the result or the consequence which depends on this condition. So, the condition is if I get good grades, and if the condition is fulfilled, then what will be the result? My mother will buy me a bicycle. So, this part of the sentence or this clause which shows the condition if I get good grades is known as the conditional clause or the if clause, and this part of the sentence which shows the result, my mother will buy me a bicycle, is known as the main clause. So, you realize that the action in the main clause can only take place if the condition of the conditional clause is fulfilled. So, if I don't get good grades, the result or the consequence will not happen. My mother will not buy me a bicycle. So, the action in the main clause will only take place if the condition in the conditional clause is fulfilled. Now, this kind of a sentence which shows a condition and a result is known as a conditional sentence. A conditional sentence is a sentence that gives a condition and the outcome of that condition. It expresses that the action in the main clause can only take place if the condition mentioned in the conditional clause is fulfilled. Now, let us look at this sentence again. My mother will buy me a bicycle if I get good grades. Now, this is a conditional sentence in which the conditional clause is written after the main clause. Now, we can also write this sentence as, if I get good grades, my mother will buy me a bicycle. So, what have we done here? In this case, we have written the conditional clause first and then we have written the main clause. But remember, when we do so, we always have to put a comma after the conditional clause. So, remember, whenever we start our sentence with a conditional clause, we have to put a comma after the conditional clause and then write the main clause. If you had worked harder, you might have passed the exam. So, what is the condition in this sentence? If you had worked harder. So, this is the conditional clause. We have started the sentence with the conditional clause. So, we put a comma after it and then we write the main clause which shows the result. What is the main clause here? You might have passed the exam. I'll call the police if you don't leave immediately. Now, in this sentence, what is the condition? If you don't leave immediately. So, this is the conditional clause. And what is the result of that condition, or if that condition is fulfilled? I'll call the police. So, this is the main clause. If I were you, I would resign immediately. So, if I were you is the conditional clause which has been written before the main clause. So, we have put a comma and then we have written the main clause which is I would resign immediately. So, the main clause is showing the result or the effect. If you drink less water, you get dehydrated. So, what is the condition of this sentence? if you drink less water. So this is the conditional clause. We have started the sentence with the conditional clause. So we put a comma after it and then we write the main clause. What is the main clause? You get dehydrated. Now that you know what are conditional sentences, let us do this exercise. Identify the conditional clause and the main clause in the following sentence. You can take my camera if you keep it carefully. Now, which part of the sentence shows as a condition? This part, if you keep it carefully. So, this part of the sentence, you can take my camera, is the result. So, this is the condition. Hence, if you keep it carefully is the conditional clause and you can take my camera is the main clause. Now let us read this sentence. I will meet the teacher if necessary. Now, is there a condition in this sentence? Yes, this is a conditional sentence because if necessary shows a condition and I will meet the teacher is the result. But what about this sentence? She wanted to know if I was interested in social work. Now, in this sentence also, we have if. So, does this sentence become a conditional sentence? Is this if showing a condition in this sentence? Let us see. She wanted to know if I was interested in social work. Now, this part, if I was interested in social work, does not show any condition. Hence, this sentence is not a conditional sentence. So, you have to be careful. You have to read a sentence to understand whether the if is portraying a condition in the sentence or not. Now, in this sentence, if does not show a condition. It has been used to ask a question which can be answered in either yes or no. So, be very careful when you read sentences which have if. Only when the if portrays a condition will the sentence be a conditional sentence. So, now let us do this exercise. Identify the conditional sentence. Dan asked me if I was going to the party. Dan asked me to pick him up if I was going to the party. Now, the first sentence, Dan asked me if I was going to the party, is not a conditional sentence because the if here has been used to ask a question which can be answered in either yes or no. But in the second sentence, Dan asked me to pick him up if I was going to the party. If I was going to the party shows a condition and Dan asked me to pick him up shows the result. Hence, this sentence, Dan asked me to pick him up if I was going to the party is a conditional sentence. So, what did we learn today? Today, we have learnt about conditional sentences, what they are and how you can recognize them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStation, iPad, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So learning at DeltaStep is not just fun and easy, it is also rewarding. So register for free now.